Alright, although January hasn't even passed, but a lot of stuff had already gone down. I couldn't care less for a lot of them. But what I do find hilarious, however, is the immigration of US TikTokers to RedNote. Although I don't use Xiaohongshu myself, but I have heard of it for quite some time. Schoolmates use it all the time to get to know each other before entering the school. Insanely enough, after the US banned the app because of not having direct power over it and not being able to control what people see, coincidentally giving people the chance to stop scrolling on their phones and touch grass, the people just moved. Ironically, to another Chinese app, this time directly made by China companies themselves, giving them the data directly, and just so the people can continue to doom scroll. Kids, don't bite the hand that feeds. No longer could they directly protect or control their own children. Now they have to interact with the outside world, being exposed to some of the memes there, having to actually learn a different language, and being called a lot of racial slurs. All while the US still has no power to control the app, people on the app, and what's being shown to people on the app, because simply they are not the majority anymore. They aren't the ones working on the app, and they are no longer the ones who hold power. Now, it isn't all just for the sake of continuing a destructive lifestyle, but more about sending a message. In fact, majority of the interactions between Americans and Chinese users are quite amusing. Or the big biggins are fighting over who controls who. People just want to be left alone, get to know each other. I'm actually quite glad people are slowly dissolving their own prejudices they initially had about one another. Although I am slightly concerned about the future, the fact that the people can get along so well just really puts a smile on my face. And now TikTok is unbanned, and now almost as if nothing ever happened. Although this does mean that people get to continue distracting themselves so that they don't need to put any effort into understanding their own lives. But this sort of issue had never really left society. It's just made easier right now. And actually right now, it's also made easier to get to know yourself a bit better. Understand what you're going through. You just need to search it up. This sort of stuff does give me hope. Although we by nature might be a bit ignorant, we also are quite stubborn, willing to fight to live a life we want to. Maybe now is no longer an option, but more of a necessity to be capable of thinking critically, to be daring enough to live and know our finite lives. In the future, when technology is more advanced, whether humans would be taken over by technology and corporate overlords, or will the people be conscious enough to use the technology as a tool to effectively pursue our own lives? It kind of all depends whether we continue to maintain our stubbornness and even more so, willing to listen to ourselves. Welcome to the end. If you like, please like. If you subscribe, please subscribe. If you don't like, however, tell me why. Let me know in the comments. I'll read it through. And thank you all so much for watching.